Hey guys!
Hello!
So we're gonna do my sister's hair today. She's been growing it out for like 3 years now. And as you can see, there is some red in there because like I think over 1.5 years ago we did like a red Arctic Fox color. And then half year ago we did like a more orangey color of Arctic Fox on her natural hair. But what are we gonna do today? We're gonna do some highlights with color because we don't want to damage it too much. So we just don't want to use bleach right now. So we're just gonna do with color and 40 volume and Olaplex. And we're gonna add in some extensions. I already colored these extensions. They're Indian gold extensions. They're 20 inches. It's like they're machine wefts, they're not hand-side wefts, but I feel like the wefts are really small, so they will lay pretty flat. And as you can see, they're a little bit lighter, so that's why we're adding just some red pieces in her hair, so the extensions will match perfectly. Yeah. As you guys can see, these are the extensions uncolored. These are Indian gold extensions from the brand Indian Gold. They're Indian Remy Yuan hair, and they're machine weft extensions. Actually, they're not hand-tied. But what's really nice about them is that they're really flat and really full. They're also double drawn, so they're really thick to the ends. We love Indian Gold extensions. They're a Dutch brand, actually. And as you can see, I colored them. I colored like a darker brown root and then some like more of a redder root color for the mid shafts, and then just a golden color with a bit red lowlights. I think I put through them to the ends so they would match my sister's hair better. I did this before dyeing her hair, but we weren't planning on like lightening her hair up super much, so I knew that if I just stayed like one shade lighter than her hair, it would be fine, and extensions would just give also a pop of lightness, which would be perfect. So for the highlight formula, we used Wella Illumina color. I think we used 10-36 or 11-36. It's like a super light blonde with like gold, because we wanted to keep her hair really warm and golden and not put any ash shades in it. And this is just a permanent hair color we did with 40 volume and Olaplex. And because her hair has not been chemically dyed before, we could lift her hair with hair color still. There was like the Arctic Fox color in it, like we said before, but we were just hoping the Wella Illumina color with 40 volume would push through it. You will see later something happened, but it was fine. It was not too bad, but the red Arctic Fox dye was really stubborn. And here you also see me just doing some highlights around her hairline. We're just gonna focus the highlights like around her face, just to give some pops of lightness and kind of give her roots a little bit more warmth. So this is the color. We processed her for 45 minutes. As you can see, this is where there's no real red pigment, and then through the ends it gets really red, which is okay. We'll tone it out. We want it like kind of strawberry blonde anyway, so it's okay. We're gonna rinse her now because we really don't want to put bleach on it. So we're gonna rinse and tone. Okay, as you guys can see, her roots turned out a lot lighter than the mid shafts and ends because there was no red previous color on her ends, on her roots, I mean. So what we decided to do was like do a root color with like a little darker and some like copper shades in it. So we used Wella Color Touch 7, 8-3 and 8-43. So we kind of kept it a little bit more depth and some red to even out the ends. And then for the ends we used Wella Color Touch Plus. It's like an extra gray coverage line from Wella Color Touch. And we used 8-3, so it's a little bit more intense coverage than the 8-3. To kind of give the ends like a really golden, still warm finish, but kind of tone down the red that was happening. What you see me doing here is an Olaplex treatment on my sister's hair. This was the first chemical treatment we did in 3 years, so we just wanted to make sure her hair was super healthy and not damaged. So it's Olaplex and some water in a bottle, like Olaplex #1, and we drenched this all over her damp hair, and then we added Olaplex #2 also on top and let that sit for like an hour. On to the extension part. We're gonna do Beaded Weft extensions. So we're doing 3 rows. We have 5 tracks of hair, I think. For the lower track, the lowest track, it's like between her ears. So we folded a track, 1 track, and then we did 2 rows of like double tracks on top of each other. And here you see me doing the first row. So this is the end result. Straight, just blow dried both the extensions and my sister's hair. It looks really good. We're really happy. The extensions are 20 inches. I didn't mention that before, I think. And my sister's hair is getting quite long, so the extensions blend perfectly. They're really seamless and you can't really even tell that they are extensions. So we're super happy and we hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna curl her hair. Yeah.